Okay. So what is up?
Not much. What's up? So what you gonna be drawing today?
I have not decided yet.
Huh.
Uh, hmm.
Maybe you could take requests from the chat when people start showing up,
Yeah. Uh, uh,
or maybe you could draw. Maybe show us what you're drawing, working on a project or something.
okay. We'll show that then. All right. So, first of all, actually, how about we show your project first?
Yeah, you could show the pre-launch, and I could. We could even put it. You could even put the link in the chat.
All right. Uh, tell us about your project.
Oh, it's the second issue to Melvin. It takes place right after the first issue. Melvin and Alice are trying to get back to the hidden city, and their ship breaks down in the middle of the desert. So they find themselves having to help a town be liberated from the cult. And
Nice.
yeah, it's going to be 10 times more violent than the first issue.
10 times more violent.
Yes, that is my guarantee.
Awesome. Well, uh, well, I like the art. And
Oh yeah, there's gonna be 3 books in this campaign. There's gonna be another chance to get Melvin #1. There's gonna be Melvin Half, which is a prequel story, and there's gonna be
cool.
Melvin 2. And even Melvin Half will have a little kind of an extra story at the end of it, kind of the origins of where the cult came from, or at least
Bullets and boom.
part. Yeah, yep, the 3 Bs.
Nice.
The story,
So,
Melvin #2 is drawn by Vic King, and Melvin Half is drawn by Sherwin K.O. Sains, who drew Melvin #1.
right. All right. We'll get back to this at the end of the stream.
All right, yeah, cool.
All right. And also, everyone, my book. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. My book is Crimson Legends #1. It follows Carter Eclipse and on his goal to collect the five mystic tomes to prevent world domination. It it uh it pretty much goes through all kinds of mythologies, the supernatural, ghosts, spirits. The family, Carter's family has the ability to see ghosts. No one else has this ability. And yeah, there's going to be blood and gore, a little bit of nudity, and there's also going to be a little bit of humor too. So yeah, back Crimson Legends on Indiegogo, and Melvin 2 on Indiegogo.
Right now on pre-launch, but still, you can sign up.
Well, yeah.
And Gable, he's not kicking me. I'm the best part of the show. Jealous.
Put the links in.
What up, Manticore?
Hey, Manticore.
And the return of the Dillard.
Hey, Dillard. Welcome back.
What?
Huh?
Yeah.
What is going on?
What?
Yeah, and next time I'll memorize my pitch next time.
A pitch? What pitch? A pitch for what? You
Oh,
selling me something?
wrong one.
Yeah, he might be selling you something, and you're gonna buy it, or else.
Yeah, I'll memorize my pitch next time. There's so much going on in this book. All right. So I think I'm gonna draw. Who am I gonna draw tonight?
I don't know. What am I gonna do?
What is your gut?
I have a question for you, Tim and Steven.
Sure.
What's
the best opening image you've ever seen from a comic book?
Oh man, you had to drop that question. Oh man.
Page 1. You open it up, page 1. Boom. What do you see? What pulls you right in?
Oh man. An action sequence. Like a fight scene or something.
What about you, Steven? What do you think?
Actually, kind of same thing.
Now, in both of your opinions, what is the absolute best? What is the absolute best portion of the page to pull you in? Should it be a full page?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Start with a splash page. Like here it is. Ta-da!
That's what I think. I think it should be atmospheric and it should have a good grounding of where you are. I wouldn't say in the world, but definitely where you are in the story wise, where I'm telling you about. Like, I have a book that I really like. And the very first image is a big splash page. Sabretooth is in the book. He's in like at the inside of a limousine, right? And it's one of those extreme upshots where it's showing like a lot of his leg. It's almost like they're on the floor of the limo looking up at them both drinking like some drink in a limo. Real moody look, you know what I mean? And it had nothing to do, like, I have no idea where they are. It doesn't say like the limo's parked like in an underground parking garage or on the street next to somebody's house. It's just you're inside of a limo, but the limo is done up so well that you're like, I'm in a limo, and that's all I need to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, was this like a Sabretooth miniseries or something?
Mm-hmm. It was the Mark Texiera one back in '93.
He also did some Wolverines that were pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, anything that guy draws is fucking solid gold.
His style's so weird. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. It's perfect comic book art, you know. So I'm trying to think, what's the best image for book 2? Because book 2 starts off with the Buckler meeting Xylo, right?
Yeah, I guess.
And he's meeting him at an old. He's meeting him at an old laundry, an old Chinese laundromat. Or
he gets killed in the first part of the book, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Start with that or something.
No. I can't start with that. The story is thus, right? The story starts off with him going in to meet the big bad guy that runs the town, Xylo. And as he comes out, before he gets into his car, he gets a gun pulled on him from behind by somebody he did wrong in the past. And he just lights a cigarette, essentially like, you ain't gonna shoot nobody, kid, right?
Right.
And then promptly gets shot in the back of the head.
A little bastard shot him in the back of the head.
Shot me in the
ass. Oh God.
So there needs to be, 2 or 3 pages of this meeting, right? So it could either be him arriving in a car, it could either be him going like, straight up in media res, like right into the meeting itself. He could already be sitting in the meeting, or he could be, whatever, who knows?
Well, it could be a splash page of him entering the building. It's like a Chinese laundromat, right?
Yeah, real dingy, real dirty.
It'd be like a splash page of him he just stepped through the door.
Yes. Oh, Gable says, what's the opening image of the buckler? Here, I will show you. Give me a second. You can talk. Feel free while I'm pulling this up.
All right.
I had nothing to add except for that. It just seems like a logical choice to have him just first shot. He's walking into the laundromat.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull up 2 images. Okay.
You know what? I think since you brought up Sabretooth, I think I'm gonna draw Sabretooth this time.
Sounds good.
Go with the classic.
Yeah.
All right, so let me share my screen real quickly. Faster than what I'm doing. Hurry up, John. Okay, so let me know when this is up.
Here we go.
All right, so this is the first image of the buckler. It's a full splash page of him walking through the snow.
Nice.
For some reason, I'd like to have that as a T-shirt. That would be an awesome T-shirt, actually.
That actually would be. That actually would be a good T-shirt.
All right. Now there's another book, right? The Temple of Polar Twilight, and this is the first establishing shot of the page of that book.
Oh.
Yeah, you did really capture the essence of like a Batman Adventures comic.
No, I'm getting more of a like a superhero in a crime detective scene.
Well, what was the name of the artist that did the animation for the Batman cartoon?
Bruce Timm.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a pattern after that. So it's more like a Batman Adventures comic, which was based on the cartoon.
So I need an image of kind of like an establishing shot, right? Of what? And from what angle? What would be the most dynamic? What would pull you? Like what I'm asking is like when you saw something cool, like I remember the very first page, it was a full splash page. It might have even been a double splash page, but one side had a bunch of text of the Frank Miller Wolverine in Japan. It was just a big old drawing of like the Bay City in Japan. You know what I mean? You could see all the buildings on the hillside and everything kind of going down all the way to the shore of the ocean.
Yeah.
Like, what would it be? Would it be good if I did like a big old double page spread of like the city of Winnipeg?
Yes, that could be your default opening. I mean, if you can't, yeah, I guess that would work.
Well, what would be best? What would pull you in like atmospherically more?
What genre would you say this book is in?
It would be considered like a dark comedy.
Dark comedy?
Let's see. Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically think of it as like a Batman the Animated Series. That kind of tone.
Uh, I wish I knew about the first one. I would have I would probably would have picked it up.
Well, I mean, yeah, each of these shots just kind of brings you into the story. It's not
Yeah.
a city would just a shot of a city would just be the setup to a story, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. But like I'm saying, I mean, does a shot of a city, because Gable's saying double page of just a city? No, maybe a single page of just a city. Who knows? But what pulls you into the actual setting of the story more?
I guess of what kind of environment it would be, because
It's a dirty laundry shop.
okay then. uh, uh,
I still say just put him like you just entered the laundry shop, the laundry establishment.
What if I put the camera like right above the joint of the door, the hinge of the door, where like the door's opening and it's like hitting a little bell that's ringing, and you see him walking in?
That would work too because
yeah,
that's that.
yeah, that would work.
Maybe like a small panel in the corner of that, and then it shows the full page of the buckler standing there, or walking in.
Oh, you mean put like an inset panel of the door hitting a bell?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Gable says single page full of action. Start it fast.
Huh.
Maybe. I mean, I like that idea, but that's just not how the story starts. Maybe I can rewrite the story a little bit.
I mean, make it like Mission Impossible 3, where it starts off with him getting killed, and then it goes through the whole story of how he got killed.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like a showing the end, like showing the end of a story, and the main character was like, okay, you don't know how, okay, so you don't know how I got here. Well, here, let me tell you, and it's like rewriting a tape you never seen.
Mm-hmm.
So, right here,
how did I get here?
Like, how did I get here, you ask? Well, let me tell you.
Gable says Buckler's fist, point of view, going into a bad guy's face, teeth breaking. Like point of view, like from the Buckler's eyesight, like that movie. What is that called? Remember that movie they did? It was all shot in the first person view. It was called like Extreme something, or.
Are you talking about that movie where the guy had like a robotic arm?
Yeah. What was that movie called?
I can't remember now.
Crap.
Hardcore Henry.
Yeah,
that's it. Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Because in Hardcore Henry, if no one seen it, I was able to watch it on Netflix. It's basically a POV parkour secret agent movie. That's I think that's probably a better way to sum it up. But yeah, you never really hear the guy talk. You never really see the guy's face until like at the very end. But
okay, well, I could do that because he's going to be going into this place. This place is obviously run by bad guys, right?
Right.
It's where he decided to make his little hideout, kind of like Tony Soprano. They all hang out on the in that little either in the strip club or they hang out in the front of the meat place in the table in the front of the street. You know,
some Asian lady's trying to tell him to put on a mask. He's just pushing her aside.
Well, I could have it like some guy, like no, the bad guys are not Chinese, but I could have it like like you would have like two heavies, right? Like standing outside of a door wearing like oversized like leather coats. All they do is just hang out outside and talk to each other, but they do or do not let people in. You just have the buckler like punching the hell out of somebody, and then the other guy's like, "Hey, take it easy, go ahead and go in."
I'm just imagining that you have a shot of the buckler actually walking in, and the two guys outside there going, "You think everybody in there is gonna die?" And the other guy's like, "I don't know, probably," because it's the buckler.
Yeah, but the thing is, like at this particular point in time, the buckler's not the big head honcho of the town.
All right, so he's a nobody.
No, he's not that. People know who he is after the events of the first book.
Oh, okay.
So like people know who he is. People know that he's dangerous, very dangerous. But he's not king.
It's not king criminal yet. I get it.
See, normally I would say the S word. King S. But
Wait a minute.
I'm not gonna do that on this show.
He's not king spit yet.
Yeah.
Now, okay. Now I remember this. Sorry, Dillard. On another stream, I heard of your book on another stream, and it was a story about the story was about a just about the supervillain.
Yeah.
Right. Huh.
Because this book is gonna have. Here's the thing. I want this book to essentially have 4 parts. I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit 4 parts into a book that's under 50 pages. Maybe I can put 2 big parts in the book. But the main thing that has to happen in this book, where the story kind of comes to a head, where things start to get real, because like I said before, book 2 is where the buckler finally has his showdown with the Canadian Shield.
Gasp.
And this is going to be one of those city breaking kind of scenarios,
Well, yeah, it's the Canadian Shield, so yeah.
And
Shit's
the buckler,
about to get crazy.
He's not going to have any. He doesn't have the ability to go toe to toe against the World Breaker Shield, right?
Yeah.
Shield's the kind of guy that can level a city with a punch. So what do I do?
That's the question.
Hmm.
Let me stop sharing. I got to work on something.
Yeah. Genius doesn't just work like that. You have to give him time to work.
And I've been pondering this for a good 5 months now. Like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do, John? What are you going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. What can the buckler do against such reckless aggression?
He'd have to give him in a situation. He'd have to outsmart him.
But the buckler's not a thinker. He's not a smart man.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Gable says, "What's the opening image of Melvin?"
Opening image of Melvin. Well, it's not a splash page. It's them exiting the jungle, getting in the ship, and then there's like the ship's taken off, and then the 4th panel would be like a map of where the ship crash landed.
Nice.
I left a message in the chat. Steal that, Dillard. Steal that Melvin coming out of the jungle. The buckler's not going to be in the jungle. Hello? Am I still in the
Uh,
stream?
Yeah, he's still in the stream.
Oh.
Uh, but yeah,
The
that's what.
concrete jungle, Dillard.
uh, the concrete jungle. Uh, so I guess since everyone's talking about the first pages in a comic, I guess I should show mine, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I showed you mine. You got to show me yours. Whip it out. So who's doing Melvin 1/2? Because is that the one with the guy with the big?
That's the same artist from Melvin #1. It's Melvin half. So it'd be prior to Melvin 1.
Okay.
Okay, let's see here.
Actually, I kind of feel like the rest of the story would be explained later in Melvin 3. There's just a because this one will just kind of cover a little bit of his backstory, and then Melvin 3 there'll be a part where it'll do a flashback to what happened after that story.
So this is the first page of Crimson Legends, and the idea of this is that I wanted to let you know what the story is pretty much about. Well, what it somewhat is about, and it's basically about monsters. Not just not just not just mythology and legends. Actually,
Yeah,
it
Gable says you ought to zoom in.
yeah, I'm working on that. See it better? First page should be the full page of that wolf howling.
Bark at the moon.
Okay, Ozzy Osbourne.
So,
I'm sorry, I just let you guys sit in silence then, for God's sake.
so oh god. So right here, so right here, I wanted to show, and for, just to let Gable know. I wanted to do like a full page, but that wasn't that but that but I couldn't think of any way on how to do that. So, uh, forgive my stuttering.
It's okay. So what you're saying is you had trouble starting a page.
Yeah,
at first.
because I wanted to be able to show you what you're gonna get in from the book, or from the title in general. The story is pretty much consists of monsters, myths, like who's that character right there? uh, and just 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 pretty much horror and mystery in general. And sometimes when I say stuff like that, it feels kind of like I'm saying one thing but showing another. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, okay. So what do you mean by you feel like you're showing one thing but explaining one thing but showing another?
Like the story is about cryptids and mythology, but
Right.
that's just part of the story. This page is pretty much just to show you what you're gonna get into from get from the story. Like the werewolves, someone dying in the story, and just pretty much a mystery.
So it's a horror and a mystery story, right? Somebody gets killed and they have to solve who done it, and it turns out to
Well,
be a werewolf.
no, crap. No, it's supposed to. I'm gonna need a minute.
All right.
You are not prepared. Uh,
Okay, so I have something here. I just sketched out ahead. You were talking earlier about the manga versus the Western.
mm-hmm.
So let me share this real quick. StreamYard, share screen. Okay, that should be sharing now. So I just kind of use the back button to go back. But like you start off right with your circle for your head.
Uh-huh.
And then you come down the sides of that circle for however you want the jawline. If you want the jawline to be like a younger person, you move that jawline closer to the circle, like the base.
Yeah.
Closer, and then you make it narrower for a woman, yada yada yada. All this stuff is variable. It's just like a basic human-esque face. Then you draw your lines, and then you have this line that goes right across the middle between the top of the hair and the bottom of the chin.
Mm-hmm.
That's your eye line. And you see there, that's where I drew my eyes. And then your nose goes at the base of that circle, a little bit lower than the base of the circle. Like the base of the circle should be like the top of the little ball on the tip of the nose.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1/3 of the way down from that should be the beginning of the mouth, and the mouth is always like an M for a guy. And you have to remember, the reason I'm drawing these lines here from the edge of the middle of like the pupil of the eye is also, if you draw a line straight down, that's where the end of the mouth should be. And then you draw your eyebrows, and then make sure you put your hairline nice and tight. Make sure when you do a guy, the hairline is more straighter than curved. The curved is more of a woman's hairline.
Gotcha.
And then, the ears are always from the top of the eyebrows to the bottom of the nose. That's where your ears sit, unless you're super old and they go even lower. Whoops. And then basically from the edge of the eyes going straight down for a person that's not like super buff, right? That would be the neck. If the person's crazy buff, it would like the neckline would be straight coming down from the sides of the ears. And that's pretty much it. And that's the basic Western style anatomy, right? Now, the problem that you're having is that you're starting your eyes above this line right here.
And that's not what
and they're bigger than they should be. Your eyes are about like this big, which is making them more manga style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you were to draw like regular Western style hair, you would, find where the cowlick starts. That's where all your the hair comes from one area of the head, your cowlick, and it kind of comes out in a spiral, right? So your hair would kind of be like so, like that number. It would all come from one area there, but you have your hair coming out like kind of like this. That's what's confusing everybody, making it feel like manga. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see it now.
That's all.
All right, thank you. Manticore says, have you prepared a elevator pitch at all? I've been trying to. It's just that there was like I've been working on this story for like over a year, and with so much I've added to it, I was having trouble of where to really start.
Just sum up the story, really. And then if they have any questions, just answer it. And if it's a question you can't really explain right away, just say, "Well, that's an interesting question. We'll come back to that."
Okay.
Kind of like a job interview.
I'll keep that in mind.
I mean, that's what
So,
I do.
hmm.
Would you say that's sort of like what you would do? I mean, I've never had to actually say that's an interesting question. I'll come back to it later, but
No, I have never gotten an elevator pitch down. I don't believe in them.
You just rely on your winning personality, huh?
No, I mean I talk about one aspect. I don't talk about the thing in its. I don't have an elevator pitch because I feel that elevator pitches don't actually help. They hinder the funding process.
Huh. All right. Well, you heard it
Because the
here
thing is,
first,
like,
folks.
you can, because elevator pitches are great when you're pitching to somebody who is going to, invest in your story. Let's say, for instance, but I don't think that when it comes to crowdfunding, elevator pitches are where it's at necessarily.
Hmm.
I mean, you could, and the thing is, I mean, I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot.
Well, you could be wrong. For all I know, you could be right.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Tell me you got that. It's a Billy Joel song. Come on.
I got it.
Think of it like this. And nobody cares about music. If you want to start your elevator pitch, the first thing you need to start with, and again, remember, elevator pitches are meant to be the length of the ride of an elevator. So you got to get this thing out in about 40 seconds. And you need to get, number one, who you are. And that's the most important thing, because think about it this way. If you're in an elevator and you're going to be talking to somebody you want a promotion from, higher up, or a beautiful woman that you want to get interested in you, the first thing you say when you open your mouth is more important than everything that follows, because it's going to decide whether or not you have somebody's attention.
Right.
So you got to figure out what is it about you that makes you interesting, set apart from everybody else. What makes you different? And then put that as your introduction. Hey, everybody. My name's Steven.
Okay.
Demo Dillard.
What?
So if you get the joke, Chris's wife does a YouTube video called Demo Diana. I think that's the joke that he's getting at. I don't know if he's.
So, all right. I think I'm ready to tell.
Hey, welcome, Rick and Morty Ross.
I caught you on a mailing stream. Thought I'd come show some support. Interesting premise though. Reminded me of that anime show, Jackie Chan Adventures, for some reason.
Oh yeah, I remember that show.
I grew up on that show.
Yeah, because the Jackie Chan Adventures was drawn by a Western team in the style of anime.
Yeah. All right. So the reason for this first page is to pretty much tell you that there are many secrets in the world, many mysteries in the world, many legends, and no one can really tell what, if they are true or are they just really just myths. and just pretty much whenever someone would even try to go and find these creatures or go searching for something that's a myth, they either go missing or they die. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that pretty much starts off the starts off the story.
That's a
What
good
the-
intro. That's the
That's
best
good.
intro to any song ever.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay then.
All right, so
Hey, pitch us the buckler in 30 seconds. Go. I told you I don't have an elevator pitch. When people tell me real quickly, oh, what's the buckler about? I tell them the buckler is the story of a villain, not an anti-hero. He's a villain.
See,
And the story is an exploration. Yeah, and that's what catches people's attention immediately, right? They say, what?
yeah,
And I make sure to clarify because everything says, so your story's about an anti-hero. I got to stop them, right?
You're like, no, it's about a villain.
Another thing I've heard you say is, well, the Buckler is not a very good guy, and then this guy goes like, really? What? Tell me more.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like, okay, how bad can this guy?
He makes the decisions that you want to make, but society and your good common sense tells you can't. He does it anyway. He's a villain. He does what he wants. And this book is an exploration on what does it actually mean to be a villain. It kind of breaks it down and takes it apart and stuffs it into a sack,
I've also heard you say he's the causer of his own problems.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty interesting because I think people can relate to that a little bit.
He is. He got some problems. He got some. Not only does he have personal problems, he also has the kind of personality where he does create his own problems because he doesn't make good choices. And that's it. And I really try to explore as much as I can. What does it mean to be a villain? What does it mean, to you, to your family? How does it even impact your life, in society? And is it up to you whether or not you're a villain, or is it up to somebody else? And that's in a nutshell. That's what the book's about. So, and at its heart, it's a family movie.
Well, the idea of the fact that the story is about a villain and not about a superhero. It's like just like it's kind of like one of the million comics that you probably would never hear of, but you will want to know more about.
Right. So I take that, and usually what that does to people, especially people that are not like great interviewers, what that does is that it kind of breaks their rhythm, and they go, well, what do you mean by that? Or tell me more about this. Then that gives me the shot. It gives me the opportunity to go in there and talk at length. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to sit there. Hey, let's hear your pitch. No, absolutely not. I don't have a pitch. But I'll tell you the whole story. You sit down, pull up a chair.
I don't have a pitch. I have a really bad shoulder, so I can't throw the ball very well.
That was a stretch, dude.
Yeah, that was.
You gotta work on those.
I know. They're so bad, so very bad.
We gotta chew it over a little. Being good is a lot better than being timely with the jokes.
I know. I just couldn't help myself.
The other night, I watched a series on Netflix called Super Crook, and basically it's like just a group of villains.
I love it already. He says a high concept pitch is still a pitch. It is, but it's more like a meta pitch, right? Because I'm realizing where I'm at. I'm realizing the space that I'm in, the space of a YouTube channel in Comicsgate where people talk about comics and have heard a lot of things already ad nauseum, you know?
Yeah.
People don't want to hear my story, how I got what was my first comic, you know, what got me into comic. Oh my god, people rolled, you could hear their eyes rolling in their head, you know? Nobody wants to hear that.
So what comic book
like,
got you into?
Yeah, so
Well-
originally, like when I interview somebody, the first thing I ask them always is, "Who are you, and why should I care?"
Well, I don't. well,
What is it? What is it about you, the story you're trying to tell me, that should, you know, make me click off of my Pornhub account and pay attention, because this is really interesting. What are you doing that's more interesting? Not enough werewolves. Oh, get out of here. Gable's saying the Buckler needs more werewolves. He hasn't even read it. He doesn't know if there is werewolves in it or not.
How would you know?
How could you know?
First shot, first panel, he killed a lot of werewolves. And then the story has nothing to do with werewolves.
No, and I don't tell people, who are you and why should I care? And you leave it at that. I explain to them. I tell them, you know, what is it that you're doing? What kind of insight do you have into the human condition? What's something new that you're bringing, that you're not just, you know, trying to build me a cosmology and a universe and be the next Tolkien and write a 150-page tome about whatever. Like, what is it you're doing that's so interesting? And that leads to a bunch of different answers and questions that you don't really get in other interviews. You get to know the person more. And that's what's important in this arena, is being a person that people are interested in. Because I feel that if you get on a stream and you're a wet mop, people are going to assume your book is a wet mop.
Right.
But if somebody says, "Oh, I'm interested in what this guy has to say. I'm interested in him. I'm interested in what he puts out, his book," you know?
Yeah. Well, it's always the first impressions. You always have to you always have to do your best to try to give a good impression that you can. And like you said before, when someone asks, how did you get into wanting to draw comics? I can see that people, they don't really want to talk about that. They want to talk about what their book is.
Yeah, they want to know about you. I mean, your book may look interesting, but the images tell the story better than you ever could.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta let the artwork sell the book.
No, all the time.
Sometimes. Sometimes the art can tell what artists that you follow, because it could be like,
Yeah, I remember I went on Critical Blast's show, and he was like, "So what artists influenced you?" I was like, "Why?" He's like, "What?" I said, "Why? Why do you want to know the answer to that question? That's a dumb question." What do you mean it's a dumb question? Then you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. What's important, you know?
Yeah.
Who cares what my influences are? You can see in the artwork that it's, you know, you can either tell, and if you can't tell, then you're probably not going to know the name of the person that I name, you know? Like I say, "Oh, my influences are John Crisfolucci." You know, huh?
Yeah. Some people are not gonna know and be like, "Who's that?"
Yeah, it's like, well, you know, okay, that's fine. What's the next question? And then the interview's dead, you know?
Then he's like, "Dillard out."
Well, no, because then whoever's doing the interview, like, I don't know, Steven is going to be like looking through his notes. What's the next question I got to ask? And it drags on. You know, the interview drags on. It doesn't really go anywhere. People aren't really involved or interested. They don't really have any questions in the chat. It kills. It's an interview killer. It's a conversation killer.
It becomes dead space. Yeah.
When more, I mean, rather than hearing what influenced me as an artist, 14 years ago versus 21 years ago, I mean, they would much rather hear me do a very, emphatic and engrossing retelling of exactly the kind of hamburger that I had this afternoon.
Tell us, Dillard, what hamburger inspired you to eat that hamburger?
I didn't even have a hamburger this afternoon. I had chili cheese fries.
Tell us, what chili cheese fries inspired you to eat those chili cheese fries?
It was actually a set of chili cheese fries I enjoyed from them a few days ago that inspired me to do it again.
Interesting.
Now tell us more about that.
It was the right amount of grease. I came back here and sat down to start drawing, and like the kind of grease that I had on my fingers was making my hand actually like fly across this little digitizer here that I'm working on. It was great. It was like I had a perfect meal, and then I had like the perfect scenario to like quickly work on stuff. It was great.
Where can people find this meal?
You can find this meal on Limonite at Limonite Avenue in Hoopa Valley. It's called P&G Burgers.
So go to P&G Burgers.
If you get the chili cheese fries, they're $7, but they throw in a free drink.
Now that's a deal.
Now everyone go into a P&G's Burgers near you.
We're never gonna get paid by P&G. That's a sad thing. We just did them a spot right here.
Mm-hmm. And people, the thing is as stupid as that was, people would much rather hear about that than hear about what exactly influenced Tim when he was, this guy Tim, who I don't know,
Yeah.
What his influences are. No. You need to bring interest, and that is a 100% an interest killer.
A Manticore says it's the art and the personality of the team selling it.
Mm-hmm. If you're interesting, fun, and engaging, then people are going to believe that your book is interesting, fun, and engaging.
And I'm weird, so people are going to be fascinated with me.
No, people hate Tim. They're going to hate his book.
Damn it! I want you to like me!
I have no cause or reason to do so, Tim.
Damn it. For some reason, it reminded me of that Simpsons episode where that detective goes, "Don't worry, I can be very persuasive." Oh, come on, leave town. No, I'll be your friend. No, oh, you're mean.
Oh, that was when Homer was making bootleg gin in his basement.
Yeah, it was great.
I like that guy.
Oh, you're mean.
Okay, looks like this Sabretooth drawing is being good. I think it's time I add the HB pencil.
All right, let me just give this guy some stubble, and then I will be all done with this page, and then I can actually draw on this stream.
Cool.
On this draw stream.
So yeah, this is a new stream that I'm working on. It's pretty much just come on the stream and draw. Let's see. Should I leave a link to the stream in the chat?
Well, that's entirely up to you.
Oh, why not? Let's see.
right, this page is colored.
What's this star? You guys still there?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just clicked this star right here by accident. I don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
Did you make me a moderator?
Uh,
Because if you did, I could just do that for you.
you would have to. I don't think I made you a moderator, but I don't think you've. Actually, yeah, I did.
You did make me a moderator? Let me see. Oh, there I am. Oh, you already put it in there. Okay, you're fine.
Yeah. I just had to go on the stream and do that.
Make me, Manticore.
Make you a real woman?
No.
All right, let's see. Let me open up my drive. I got to upload this and then send a link, and then I should be fine. They don't give you much space to work with, huh? When you first start with your Google Drive, they only give you 15 gigs.
Yeah.
Too close.
You never make me stay, so take your weight off of me.
Gable says, "How many cups of water have you gentlemen drank today? Make sure you get enough. Don't want dark yellow pee."
Yeah, I've had only 3 cups of water, and that was like 1.5 cups of water, but it was a big cup.
Thanks, Gable Pity Shot. Now we know. And knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe.
American hero.
I'm still convinced that we need PSAs for adults, though, because there's a lot of adults out there making stupid decisions.
There is
Yes, maybe there could be Buckler PSAs.
Buckler PSAs.
What do you think, Buckler PSAs?
Nah, I think I just need to start replacing all of these responses in memes with just Buckler memes.
That would be great. Buckler, yay on Buckler memes.
All right, that's finished and done. Let me close this out. Close out my reference page. Do not save. Reference page. Close that out. Do not save. Close.
Y'all hear about George Perez?
What happened with George Perez? You dead or something?
I don't know. See if I can look it up here.
There we go. All right, let's see here. I've got a new page. Papa got a brand new bag.
All right. George Perez is retired.
Oh, he retired. What prompted him to retire?
Uh, I don't know. I I just
Oh, it
remember
says he has
that
terminal cancer and he has less than a year to live.
that's I didn't know about that part.
He's got terminal stage 3 pancreatic cancer.
Wonder how that happened.
Oh, damn, that sucks,
Yeah.
man. So apparently, Rob Liefeld is going to try to make a profit movie. I guess we'll believe that when we see it.
He is.
Yes, but he's also mentioned that before, and that he also tried to get like a deal getting some, what was it, Netflix shows based on his properties, and all of a sudden we find out he doesn't even own Youngblood anymore. And I think he lost ownership of Supreme also. So who
Huh.
knows? And who knows if we're going to get that new Spawn movie too, by Todd McFarlane, of course. Full Custom Hot Dog says, "I don't think any Rob Liefeld movie could turn a profit." Laugh my ass off. Funny. I'm just saying he's promised that before, and well, we haven't seen a Young Blood movie or a Prophet movie yet.
I actually got the chance to meet Rob Liefeld, and he's a pretty nice guy.
Oh yeah, he's really nice to his fans. I'm just saying sometimes he has trouble finishing things.
Yeah. I was even able to show him my art a bit, and he said he liked it too. Uh,
Do you think Todd McFarlane will actually get through with another Spawn movie, or do you think that's pretty much dead in the dust?
I don't think it's dead in the dust. I hope the Spawn movie does kind of happen, because for the first movie he did, it was okay.
Great soundtrack. It was just cheesy as heck, though. That's my take on it.
It's too bad nobody cares about music and soundtrack.
Soundtracks were a big deal back then. So in your face.
But yeah, I hope that this new Spawn movie does come out. Definitely not this year, but but hopefully next year.
I'll file that one under who knows.
Yeah.
That's what I miss about the '90s is there was more variety of superhero movies. Now it's mostly Marvel movies and maybe possibly DC.
Oh my god.
Right?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, Marvel movies, DC movies, I don't think any. I don't.
So
I
who
don't
owns G.I. Joe?
IDW.
Yeah.
Then I guess there's more variety nowadays.
But it's
G.I.
not a
Joe's had
superhero movie. It was actually a toy line and a cartoon, and then it
And
became a comic.
other than Spawn, what did they do in the 90s? What movies did they put out in the 90s that was so variety?
Crow.
Crow.
Yeah. What else? Of course, we just said Spawn.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but it's more like the cartoon.
Actually, the Teenage Mutant Ninja
They're
Turtles.
still putting out Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies.
The Teenage Mutant
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles started in the 70s, I think.
Oh, 1984, dude.
Oh, 1984. Oh, crap.
Okay, maybe I'm mistaken then, but still, it's dominated still by mostly Marvel movies, though.
Yeah, the Marvel movies are great. They're doing great
Yeah.
things.
Not
What
lately,
a time
but,
to be alive and be a witness to these Marvel movies. They're a marvel to witness.
I don't know. The newer ones are they're okay.
Who would have thought that Guardians of the Galaxy would be interesting and cool?
Guardians of the Galaxy was good.
Yeah, it was.
The Eternals was meh, and Shang-Chi was okay.
I like Shang-Chi. I've never seen the Eternals, but I heard it was a bad movie.
Yeah, it wasn't like the greatest movie ever.
But the greatest movie ever made was a Marvel superhero movie, and that's Thor Ragnarok.
Actually, yeah, that was pretty good. I watched that a couple days ago. Especially that one bit where he says, "Hey, I know him from work." Now that's a funny line.
That's the worst line of the movie.
Oh, please. It's funny because it's true because they're on the same team and the actors were working on the same movie set, so it's funny. And it was ad lib too.
It looks ad-libbed. It was terrible.
Well, you're just negative.
No, I don't like trash comedy, which is why I don't like Weird Al. I'm gonna make this one super cool. I'm gonna put like sock right here.
How 60s Batman of you. Buckler.
LOL.
Buckler.
Marvel
Buckler.
for propaganda that passes as escapism.
Yeah. Too bad the Marvel comics are trash now.
Marvel Comics, yeah. Marvel Cinematic Universe is the greatest thing ever.
The only thing keeping Marvel alive, in other words.
Yeah.
And when that runs out of steam, they're in big trouble.
It's like Batman is the only thing keeping DC alive.
So true.
I hope that one day Marvel would stop doing this woke crap. But it feels like that day is going to be like
today is not that day.
Yeah, Marvel will pretty much have to almost be dead in the water for that to happen.
Like, oh, maybe we should just listen to the fans.
I was walking down the street. I saw a bunch of homeless people throw copies of our comic book into their fire pit.
I was working in a lab late one night. And I was not excited at all to watch the Spider-Man movie until the new trailer came out for the new Spider-Man movie.
Really?
I didn't even see Far From Home. Never even watched it because I was like, I don't like this. This is not a good Spider-Man to me. I didn't like it. I liked the first one. Okay, it was good enough, but I liked the Vulture more than anybody else. I was like, it's not interesting to me. And I didn't
You-
even watch the second one. I was like, whatever. And then I saw the trailer for the third one. I'm like, I gotta watch this movie. This looks good.
Really grabbed you, huh?
Yep.
Do you think that Marvel will get a little boost when they start reintroducing the X characters?
I don't think so. I think it's like taking in a stepchild.
one
I
thing.
think that the X-Men are probably the weakest thing coming into the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Interesting. If they made an X-Force movie, would you go see that?
X-Force? No. Ew.
X-Force, no. You wouldn't be interested in seeing Cable in a movie again,
Nope.
besides the Deadpool 2 movie?
That movie was great.
That movie was great.
Talking about all these movies. These movies are all fantastic. I don't know what everybody's bitching about.
I don't know.
I remember coming out of watching the Avengers, the first Avengers.
Well, that was a good one. That was a good
That
one.
was a good one.
Me and my brother come out of the theater. He don't know nothing about comics or nothing. And he was like, that was fucking great. He's like, is that what reading a comic book is like? And I was like, nah.
No.
This was better.
Which one was the best Captain America movie?
Winter Soldier, hands down.
That was pretty good.
That was
I
great.
kind of like the first Avenger.
Well, you know what? Civil War was up there, but it wasn't as good as Winter Soldier.
Best Iron Man?
Mm,
Iron Man 1.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
honestly, I didn't. I'm not really a big fan of the Iron Man movies. I think that all of their villains are really lacking, and one is probably the least. I did like Whiplash. But the movie as a whole, I didn't like as much as the first one.
the first one was pretty interesting. They incorporated the very original Iron Man suit into the movie pretty well. You remember when he got out of that cave and he had that kind of that makeshift suit? That was kind of what the original Iron Man suit looked like before he went.
Yeah, it was much more interesting than the other movies. And the fact that I liked the villain in part 2 more. I didn't like the fact that he showed up in eventually showed up in just another Iron Man outfit. That was kind of a letdown.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, no, just have your amp up that Whiplash outfit, make it even better. Cool.
in the I forgot what I was gonna say.
Well, how did you feel about the Hulk movies?
I hated all of them.
Yeah, Hulk was never very. I don't know. I just.
The first Hulk movie. That was when they were doing. I think that was when they were doing all those panel movements, trying to make it feel more like a comic. That.
Are you talking about the Eric Bana Hulk movie?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I hated that one. It was terrible. I actually
that
never finished watching that one. It was so bad.
that one. Yeah, that one wasn't really. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't that good.
I personally think all the Guardians of the Galaxy movies were pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
Yes. I like the ending of the first one more than the ending of the second one, but I liked the second movie overall more than the first.
Which one do you think had the strongest jokes though? Because it was kind of it was science fiction. Yeah, it was kind of science fiction. It was action, but it also had a little bit elements of comedy in it because the one-liners and whatnot.
All right, now Groot, don't touch that. Don't touch that button right there. I am Groot. No, don't touch that button. We'll blow up. I am Groot. No, don't touch that button. That was funny. What was the most funniest scene in Guardians of the Galaxy that you remember?
I think the one where they were getting their mug shots and Star-Lord kept flipping them off.
Yeah.
Made the best GIF too.
I like the joke, the Harbulary batteries.
Or what about was it Drax the
It's like
Destroyer?
it's like they're fucking Amulak's batteries. He's like Harbulary batteries. Like that sounds nothing like that word.
What about Drax the Destroyer? Like, don't make jokes around him. He'll go over his head. Nothing will go over my head. I will
But-
catch it.
Question.
Was that from the Guardians or was that from the?
That was that. No, that was when they were talking about like, don't explain it to him. He'll go over his head. He goes, nothing will go over my head. I will catch it.
Was that the first Guardians movie?
It
yeah,
was.
yeah.
That was when they were first when they were all kind of grouped together for the very first time. The question: was Drax always like that in the comics too?
No. He originally had like a purple cape or something.
I mean, his personality, like everything was literal to him.
I don't really remember. I remember he was teamed up with Adam Warlock in the comic book series, though. But
Huh. I think I'm gonna need to get more Guardians of the Galaxy books then.
not in the new ones because I guess they made him gay in the comic book series now.
What?
Yeah, I know. They have to ruin everything.
I hate the fact that they made Superman gay.
Superman's always been gay. What are you talking about?
No, it's his son he's apparently bisexual, which who cares?
Nah, Superman's not bisexual. He's hella gay.
Oh man. I think there was like a time where they tried to make Spider-Man gay, but they couldn't. But everyone just pretty much just yelled at him and say no.
I think Stan Lee said like, no, he's not gay. What?
Yeah.
Rest
Remember
in
when
peace.
Stan Lee was alive?
Yep.
Rest in peace, Stanley. We miss you.
It's like I begin to tell everybody, like, don't complain about the characters. Just accept they're going to ruin your characters. Let Marvel and DC die. Make your own. Make your own characters.
Let them die.
Yes, let them die.
What do you think of this guy's face? Does it look like a face that got socked?
Yep.
Looks like he should have some teeth falling out.
There are teeth falling out. Let me
Good.
zoom in. There we go. There you go. There's the teeth.
Yeah, I see him.
Yep.
This
There goes all his chiclets.
guy's gonna be wearing a coat. I can give him a coat.
I was lucky enough to actually meet Stanley.
Oh man, that's awesome.
In 2017. And I even got his autograph and a picture with him too.
And Gable was mentioning the Godzilla universe. I think that's pretty interesting what they did. They copied the same stuff that Marvel did just right. It's too bad Universal won't be able to do the Dark Universe with all their Universal monsters. They started off on such a bad note, I guess. That Mummy movie.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see that. Was it any good?
That's all right. I mean, but it just didn't take off. They didn't do any more Dark Universe movies.
Tobey Maguire is Peter Parker.
Yes.
End that with Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man. Now fight me, bro.
I mean, I agree that Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man and Peter Parker. I agree.
And Gable says, best universe is the Godzilla universe.
Which is why I brought that up. Now, if they tried to do a cinematic universe of all the Universal monsters, would you watch it?
A cinematic universe with all the monsters in it?
All the Universal monsters, like they were, like they wanted to do, but they never went through with it. Well, they did one, but
Yeah.
what the heck?
I don't know.
Oh my god, I'm about to go in there and hit my wife.
I didn't hear that.
She just sent me a video of a song called Yakuza.
Okay.
It's a Spanish language song, in the style of the tomboros, right? With a lot of the annoying music, the circus music sounding ta-ta-ta-ta, like that kind of thing. And the song basically is about girls that go up to the dance on the pole, and the table that applauds the loudest. They're gonna send the girl to the table that applauds the loudest. So that's the gist of the song.
Oh, okay.
And she's playing the song, and she's filming my baby, who is not even 1 year old, dancing to this song.
Oh.
And then decided that it was a good idea to send that to me.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, I think I got to go inside and do some laying on of hands
Uh-oh.
in prayer.
In prayer, of course. That's the cover story. You must have prayed so hard that night.
In order to affect change, you need to be a prayer warrior, Tim.
That prayer was so loud they could hear it from the outside.
Michael Vick never prayed this loud.
He tried to pray for mini dogs. Oh, he is going to actually use that sound effect sop.
Why wouldn't I?
Why not?
It's a comic book, isn't it?
But every time I see wacky sound effects, I always think of the '60s Batman show.
That's because you have no other frame of reference.
No, it's that iconic. Maybe if you do the video, you should go da-na-na-na-na, buckler.
Maybe I will. Nobody has the license to.
No. But George Clinton owns the bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay.
The sound of a dog brings me to another day.
I wonder if Snoop Dogg pays him money.
He shouldn't. He should do everything he can to keep George Clinton poor, because that guy's a failure of a person, and he makes terrible music.
Yeah, I know. It's a hobby of his to buy music and or copyright certain songs.
It's a hobby of his to listen to all the new songs and try to stay relevant by saying they stole it from him.
Probably.
How's that staying relevant? That's just being a dick.
Oh, that's how Greta Thunberg stays relevant.
Boom. In your face, Thunberg.
I hate when people try to steal other people's ideas.
Yeah, Tim.
Freaking idea vultures.
Tim's always trying to steal my ideas.
That's why I always listen to his ideas and write them down on this pad here. I would have made a character called the Buckler, but he beat me to it.
Alright, I think we're like an hour and 25 minutes on this, so let's take a break and do some promoting. First off,
Okay.
we have the buckler. Back the buckler on Indiegogo. Right now it's in demand. And how long is the trailer?
That's about a minute. Come here, I'm going to tell you a story. A story you may not want to hear. A story that may hit too close to home. A story about a man who made the ultimate mistake. And a world that refused to give him a second chance. A story about the bastards that wanted him gone. And the love that he couldn't even contact. A story about the lengths a man will go to get back to the home he was forced to abandon. I want to tell you this story because you need to hear it. Because there's always a way back. But if you think it's going to be easy, you're wrong. And if you think you're ready for this story, you're not. Coming back is going to take everything that you don't want to give. And it's going to leave behind a trail of blood and bone. This is the story of the buckler.
So get it on Indiegogo, all you hip cats.
Yeah. Right now, our good friend.
Let's watch the Melvin trailer.
Right now, our good
Doesn't
friend,
have a trailer yet.
John Dillard
Shut it.
is at 13,675.
Rich bastard.
Let's let's see if we can raise that higher. You get the $10. You get the digital buckler. Is that the a digital copy of the book?
That's correct.
Nice. For 300, you get the book plus original interior art. What else do you get here? And that's it. $30 for the buckler graphic novel. Cover painting plus everything. Two grand. Wow.
Suspiciously, nobody decided to spring for that one. I don't know why.
Come on, you cheapos.
Bunch of cheap bastards in CG, I'm telling you.
I know. I'm outraged for you, Dillard.
Yeah. I think I might back this right now. Right now, I can't. But
well, F you too.
I said I might. All right. Next up.
Gee, I wonder who that could be.
Well, Melvin 2.
Yep.
Go on Indiegogo and
sign up for that wonderful book.
Sign up for Melvin 2.
Drawn by Vic King, written by me, words by Piper.
What?
I did the storyboards. Piper wrote the script.
Oh no, I'm not backing this.
Not
Take
Rick
my name
Piper.
off that list.
Not Rick Piper. No, the other Piper.
Oh, okay. Which Piper?
Fizz Giggity.
Oh, okay. I can handle that.
So yeah,
Rick needs. I need to demand that Rick change his last name.
So yeah, go on Indiegogo and sign up for Melvin 2.
I already did.
Yeah, he did. It's fantastic.
I don't know why Steven's always harassing me,
I don't know.
telling me what to do like he's my real dad.
And last but not least, Back Griffin Legends. it's on here for 13 days. It might go to in demand, and if you back if you back number 1, you'll get a trading card, which is all the way down here. And if you want, you can also pay for original art.
So tell me about Crips.
Crypts is shortened for cryptids, and cryptids are the creatures that you would hear about in myth, like the Loch Ness monster, the Yeti, or even the Owlman.
So this book, this is being the first book, does it focus on one particular cryptid?
Well, I'll let you know on one thing, that on this book you're gonna get to know a bit of the characters, and then you're gonna meet one cryptid. On the second book, it will pick up from there.
Now, is it better to be born a Crip or become a Crip later by accident?
I don't know. That's a very good question.
Well, I mean, you don't really have a choice if you're born south of Normandy.
I guess not. Yeah.
I mean, otherwise you have to be a blood, right?
So yeah, go on Indiegogo.
Sure thing, little roller.
So go on Indiegogo and check out these campaigns. And now back to our scheduled programming.
Bada bam in the face. I can't believe you guys didn't get that South Park reference.
I don't think I've seen that episode of South Park.
It's the one where crippled Jimmy and Timmy form a little club for people with handicaps, and they call it the Crips. And they try to find other crippled people to join. So they end up going to like a really bad part of town and asking where do the Crips hang out. And everybody points to this warehouse. So they're asking the Crips, is it better to be born a Crip or become a Crip later by accident?
Okay, now I get that. Now I get that reference.
So later on in the episode, they have to go smoke. They have to go kill a blood, right? And they're going to this. They're all hanging out in front of this gas station, and a gas truck nearly hits them, swerves around them, and then runs right into the gas station and blows up and kills everybody. So they somehow become a Crip.
Oh god.
It's pretty funny. Apparently, they had a post COVID special recently.
I know they had like a quarantine special or something. I know there was like a teaser trailer where this old woman wearing a mask. She walks into the building to get her shot, and she turns around to people who are younger than her, and flips them all off. I forgot what she says though. I think she said 79 bitches or something like that.
I think I heard that Cartman becomes Jewish just to bother Kyle.
Seriously?
I like that better when
Yeah.
it was done on Seinfeld.
Should probably leave links in the chat.
My God, I'm so hungry.
How hungry are you?
How do I do this? Oh, I gotta log out. Damn it. There we go. I'm trying to grab the link to the Buckler campaign, but I can't do that because I'm logged in. So it's trying to go to the same campaign as or the same thing as like what do you call it page?
I gotcha.
The editing page. There you go. The Buckler. If you could do me a favor, only back the digital tier because I already put in the orders for the books and I don't want to be short.
Question: how does the digital tier work really?
You pay the $10, and then after I fulfill the last physical book, then I will send out digital PDFs to everybody's email that ordered the digital version, and then you can view the book on your computer.
So
Oh,
like
I did that first.
So a PDF interactive?
No,
No.
it's not like Comixology where you get like panel to panel and all that stuff. It's just a straight PDF. Just viewing it.
Maybe that's what I should have also done.
What kind of reception do you think I would get in CG, Tim, if I just did a campaign for a book and it was only available in digital? All right, Steven, I got to get out of here. I got to go get something to eat. I'm getting really hungry.
Okay.
So I will see you later. Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome, and thank you for coming.
All right. Peace out.
Peace out.
All right.
Well, that looks like it's coming together. Why don't you
This?
yeah. What era of Marvel did you get the reference from?
Well, I thought it'd be best to look for his first generation. I think this was I think this is his first generation. So I would say probably maybe 80s.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me look up and see what was Sabretooth's first appearance.
Because I just kind of typed in Sabretooth Marvel Classic.
Huh. Apparently, his first appearance was Iron Fist number 14.
That's his first appearance?
Yeah, I thought it'd be like a Wolverine comic book or something, or X-Men.
Huh. I'm stumped. So he was actually a Iron Fist villain at first.
At first, that's just like when Wolverine's first appearances were in like Hulk, with the legendary Hulk 181.
Huh. Hardest part is drawing the hands, though.
Oh yeah, drawing hands is a pain in the ass. Which is why I hire artists to draw. I do the storyboards and the kind of like this is the idea I have, and I do the storyboards and then I hire an artist because trust me, I've been practicing for years and I haven't gotten any better than I was. So it's just that I can't like get the idea from my head to the paper properly.
See,
So
I want him to be able to like that. So like this probably isn't like the best pose to pick for him. Probably this is kind of like probably the most basic pose to give him. You know what I mean?
yeah. Are you basing it on an actual pose from a picture or something?
No.
Oh.
Because when this stream started, I was just trying to figure out who am I gonna draw and how am I gonna draw them. Because
I see.
I don't really like draw like when it comes to some characters, I don't really like drawing them just in a vanilla pose. I want them to be able to do something to show like they're already in motion or they're getting ready to go in motion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I learned something new today. I learned he appeared in Iron Fist number 14. There you go.
Nice. And apparently, Timothy left for a bit. Welcome back.
Yeah, hit the wrong button.
I was going to say, apparently you left for a bit, for a little bit.
Yeah. So how long are you going to keep the show? It's like an hour or something.
Mm, well, I was trying to go for like a second hour, which is where we're on right now.
Oh yeah, I can see it. I can totally see it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, time flies when you're having fun, though.
Yeah. And it's also being on a stream is better, being on a stream with someone than just being on a stream by yourself.
That is true. Not many people can pull off being on stream by themselves so much. It's good to have other people to bounce off of. Me, I don't have the I don't think the charisma to have a YouTube show. I'd rather be a guest, so that way not all the pressure's on me to run a show.
Yeah. When I first when I started this, I was trying to figure out how I can promote my book, and also I was trying to figure out what chat server everyone was using, and I looked up I looked up a few of them, and that's when I came across StreamYard. So, yeah. And now that I know what stream servers to use, like first I started to do like just drawing videos, hoping to get myself started, you know, and then
Yep.
and uh well, just kind of just trying to pretty much just get myself going. But but as I said before, I was I was new to this, so I did not know what to do. But you never really know until you start.
Right. You can't break it. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs.
So I did my first stream, and surprisingly, it was going on for 4 hours and no one showed. And it was because no one was subscribed to my channel.
Did you pass the link around? Did you pass the link around so people could sign up to your channel?
No, no, because at first I didn't really know anybody. I didn't really know anybody. But then, then I got on Twitter and I started I started following a couple of people and they started following me back. I found Dark Gifts stream and and knowing that I was gonna have to sing. I thought to myself, am I prepared? Am I prepared to this? Am I prepared to sing virtually in public?
Oh,
And
I have a horrible voice, so I don't want to
so
scar people with my horrible
so
singing.
so that's when I told myself, how badly do you want your book to succeed? So then I got on.
You were willing to degrade yourself to promote your book. I salute you, sir.
and then I sang a couple of songs, and yeah, I know my singing voice is shitty. I know, but
Oh,
I
I
was
bet
also
mine's worse.
but I was having fun. I was actually having fun doing it,
How drunk were you?
and I was sober.
Oh, I mean, that's the only way can do karaoke. You have to work up that false sense of you know, bravado or courage. You know.
Hmm. So so Darkiv let me promote my book, and I ended up getting some subscribers, and
The rest is history.
pretty much I started learning how other people are getting viewers, and I just started follow what they're doing, and it works.
Bada bing, bada boom.
All right, I don't think I'm gonna have that much time to ink this, so I'm just gonna do
Nah, it's
this.
fine. Ink it in your own minds, people. And while you ink it in your own minds, make sure to sign up for Melvin number 2.
Yep, we're gonna do another promotion at the ending of this video.
If you sign up for Melvin number 2, girls will like you. Not guaranteed at anywhere on this planet or any other planet.
But yeah, I tried doing like 4 other streams, and it was just me drawing and talking the entire time. And the one thing I keep thinking to myself was, this is boring. Like I'm just talking to myself, and I keep referring to that one movie, Castaway.
You'll have to have your co-star be a soccer ball.
Uh, and just say, well, what do you think, Wilson? Or
I've done that as a bit. Like you can, what do you think, Wilson? And then silence again. You're so funny, Wilson.
yeah. So then I pretty much thought, uh, delete the stream and try again. another time. And I did.
Juan is the loneliest. See, that's horrible, horrible singing. Now you know, and you'll never have to tell any. I'll never have to sing again, ever.
And also I got a chance to be on John Malin's stream too.
Whoa, the coach.
Yeah, that was fun. But what kind of caught me off guard a bit was that he wanted the camera towards my face and not to the table.
Right. What do you think of your artwork? Was he brutal? I hear he's brutal.
I think he liked it.
There's a little bit of doubt there, isn't there?
Well, he didn't really say anything bad about it. We were just talking about the comic, and he would say stuff like, "Will we be seeing any ghost boobies?"
He was wondering about the ghost boobies. Did he offer any criticisms, any tips, tricks to him? That's what he's kind of known for.
I think he did. I'm gonna have to go back to the video and look at it.
Yeah, that might help. Just to remind yourself. Okay, what exactly did Malin say?
Yeah, what did the coach say?
Yep.
And make sure I don't smudge this.
Oh, we can't have smudging.
No, we cannot. Actually,
no, sir.
Actually, first, get rid of his teeth. Say Sabretooth.
Oh, there's only one way to get. Oh, go ahead.
Sabretooth. Now Saber gums.
Yeah. How else is he supposed to chew his food with no teeth?
I don't know.
You tell me. You're the one with the pencil.
All right. So it looks like he only has just the fangs. I could just draw the fangs like this, and then.
You know what you could do with that? You could actually start auctioning off the art when you finish it, or selling the artwork. I think that's what Vic does. I'm not sure. You have to ask him.
I don't know. Right now I'm just kind of taking things one step at a time.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So I'm not ready to auction any art off. When I am, I'll let you know.
Okay, you'll give me the 411.
Right now I just want to get this book going. This book out first. And the printing company that I'm working with is actually being very helpful with that. Which
does this print company have a name?
Yes, it does. They are called Comics Wellspring. They will print your books. They will print banners. They will print a whole bunch of other stuff too. You can go on their site, sign up, and show and tell them what you want to print. They will even print banners too.
Sounds fantastic.
Yes, they are. And that is all that is it. Or almost it, because I forgot to do his hand.
That is it, folks. Now get the F out.
Wait.
Don't leave so soon.
First, we gotta tell you something that's very important.
What is that, Steven?
First,
Give us all your money.
sign up for Melvin too.
Oh yes, sign up for Melvin too.
And please tell us what Melvin 2 is again.
Melvin is a mercenary. He was in the first issue. He was hired to save a princess from a dangerous cult. He manages to do this. There's a twist to that. You'll have to read the first issue, but the second issue leaves off where the first issue ended, and they're trying to get back to the hidden city when their ship breaks down halfway there. And in order to get a special part, they have to help liberate a town from the cult.
Okay,
And then of course there's Melvin Half, which is going to be a backstory of Melvin. Tells about him growing up on a farm planet. And then there's going to be another chance to get Melvin #1, but make sure to sign up for Melvin #2. I really think it is the best one yet.
all right. And next, and I know he's not here right now, but
Oh, does he need any introduction?
I'm going to show this anyway.
Yeah, he's going to show it anyway. So
Check
tough
out
titters, Dillard.
Check out the Buckler on Indiegogo. He's Sony's backers, and check out the the digital copy of the Buckler. And look at all this great art.
If you don't, you're a damn fool for not doing it, and you only have yourself to blame.
Yep.
Children everywhere will hate you if you don't get the Buckler.
And do you think we need to play the video again?
Do it.
Here, I'm going to tell you a story. A story you may not want to hear. A story that may hit too close to home. A story about a man who made the ultimate mistake. And a world that refused to give him a second chance. A story about the bastards that wanted him gone. And the love that he couldn't even contact. A story about the lengths a man will go to get back to the home he was forced to abandon. I want to tell you this story because you need to hear it. Because there's always a way back. But if you think it's going to be easy, you're wrong. And if you think you're ready for this story, you're not. Coming back is going to take everything that you don't want to give. And it's going to leave behind a trail of blood and bone. This is the story of the Buckler.
Smoking is somehow cool again.
Yeah. I do not have I don't have a commercial of my own. I wish I did.
Well, there's plenty of people around that can help you make that video.
And last but not least, check out Krypton Legends on Indiegogo. We have 13 days left, and grab your copy. The book is going to be in foil. I'm still working on how it's going to be in foil. Pick up your poster too, or grab the bundle. It's just $30. And if you want a piece of my art on your wall, grab original art page. And I think that is it. So, everyone, if you were drawing with us, keep practicing.
Thank you for putting up with my rambling, audience.
And till next time.
I utterly loathe you.